Selam arkadaşlar, Hogwarts serimizin yeni bölümüne hoş geldiniz. Bölümlere kaldığımız yerden hızlı bir şekilde devam ediyoruz. Bu arada videoları beğeniyorsanız like tuşuna basmayı, yorum yapmayı, lütfen kanalıma abone olmayı unutmayın. Uç şahkaga uç. Sonlara doğru yaklaşmış bulunmaktayız arkadaşlar. Son 3-4 bölüm kalmıştır diye tahmin ediyorum. Şahkaga şah.
Slow down now. There we go.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat.
It does,
but at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poacher spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Gidelim. Gidelim buralardan.
Centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Poppy dikkat et.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Nereye gidiyoruz lan Poppy? Ulan.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Bu neydi lan öyle?
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
or can't.
Pelt. Poor beasts. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Ha, şurada bir tane kalmış.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Papi, papicilo.
Anything interesting?
Var bir şeyler var.
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Gidelim.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Yes. A more hushed approach is likely one.
Kimseye çaktırmayız Brother.
Lower Hogsfield or Upper Hogsfield? Betting on the dragon fights was the best decision I've made yet. What was that?
Levioso!
Potatoes!
Lan nasıl bir yapı lan?
Head in the clouds, this one! Stupid dance! Looks like that one. Thought you had me there! What the? Stupid dance!
Lumos!
Ya bu ne arkadaş, ben de diyorum niye diyor.
Not the brightest child. I'll bet you. I won't.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself.
Rahat ol,
What is
beni
going on
takip
here?
et.
Only one way to find out.
Gir bakalım içeri. Oğlum adamlar ejder dövüştürüyor lan, bu ne böyle ya? Bunlar böyle ya.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons.
Evet,
We should
eşim
take
konuşuyor
advantage of most
arkadaşlar, şu
guys
an
being in the
duyuyorsunuz.
fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Burası bizim, vereceğim, bekliyorum. Rahat edemedim ya.
Someone over there? Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him.
İlla buradan mı gitmemiz gerekiyormuş lan?
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Henüz seviyeye
Sickens
çıkarmak
me to
lazım.
work alongside any of them. I know how Ramrock's doing me over with.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise right now.
Şimdi geliyorum.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamora.
Hadi abi hızlı. Hadi. Ejder yumurtası lan.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
This might be the best meal I've had in years. Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact.
Ya çok güçlüyüm şu an var ya. Çok iyi vuruyorum lan. Kim lan?
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. Let's go.
Ulan. Oh be. Hala ölmemiş mi lan?
Is that the best you can do?
Şimdi öldürsen. Öyle ölürsün işte.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Tamam sakin ol.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Ah sonunda lan. Oh. Ay sakın yandı lan.
This way.
Ejder yumurtasını da aldık. Daha ne olsun?
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Tamam. Gidelim o zaman. Görev yok.
It's time you learned the
Buna görev yok her zamanki gibi. Ne yap çuvalla bir dev kurbağa. Bu ne oğlum ya? Buna görev yok mu ya?
spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss...
Görev neymiş ona bir bakalım. Ya nasıl yok ya? Yeraltı elemanda sağ rehberi sayfasını toplayın. Kütüphanedeki arın. Gidek bari.
Your progress thus far in the term.
Başka görev yokmuş gibi bunlarla uğraşıyorum ya.
What am I missing?
Senden başkası olmasaydı.
So this is the underground harbor.
Ne toplayacağım ben burada?
Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Niye açamıyoruz da bunu? Neyse. Yeraltı limanında sağ rehberi sayfasını arayın. rehberi sayfası. Ha, buldum. Tamam. Kütüphanedeki ara düzey biçim değiştirme kitabından alan kılavuzu sayfasını toplayın. Olur. Koş, koş nereye kadar? Öyle bırak. Ya Bilal emmi ya. İyi lan, yakınmışız ha. Değil mi?
Revelio. Accio.
İşte. Değil miymiş lan?
That book, Professor Weasley.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid. Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The snake bird.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix bunu biliyorum.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
Bunu da biliyor. Ölüm yadigarları.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Neydi la? Quaffle. Ha.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
Doğru.
True.
Actually, the answer
Yo,
was
çeviriyordu.
false. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species.
Değiştirmek sadece.
Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Buradan dışarı çıkıyoruz. Kütüphane güzelmiş. Böyle kütüphane oldu da biz mi gitmedik? Senden başkası bana geldim. Haritaya erişerek K tuşuna basarak zaman ilerleyebilirsin.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Lan tekrar filmini izleyesim geldi ya.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Ne yapayım? Aha, yeni bir büyü öğrendik lan. Transformation. Bu muydu şimdi?
Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you haven't been taking full advantage of the opportunities presented by your field guide. I'd advise you not to squander such a resource. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities.
Thank you.
Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Thank you. Nereye gidiyor şimdi?
The Daedalian keys are back.
Görev çıktı bebeğim. Ana görev değil mi? Aynen. Bir ana görev yaparken bir de maalesef yan görev veriyor. Hiçbir şekilde. Aslında yan görev demeyelim de büyü öğrenmemizi gerektiriyor galiba. Canlılık katmışlar.
How nice to see you, my...
But I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about
O iki
gobbledygook.
görev birden çok iyi.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Buraya da sessiz girilmez ki lan.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Gel babacım, gel babacım.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
I'm famished.
Yes.
Who's there?
Bak lan yürü. Çabuk. Çabuk olalım. Madeni gözden geçir. Vay vay vay vay vay vay.
For better or for worse, we're in. Confringo!
Bir kere saldırdık, sıçtım şu an. O kadar kötü
This
olmadı.
mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Port Group suyu mu? Allahu Ekber.
Just you wait till I
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Repulsor, Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Leviosa.
Could be the hairy legs,
Ebe gümeci.
or the soulless eyes, or
Smashing.
endearing quality. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo.
Çözmüşüz lan biz bu işi.
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
hasar atıyoruz ha.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
Çok güzel tek atıyor ya.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
What's that?
Confringo!
Why have you not run away? No!
Oo, çok deli vuruyorum ha.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! We're not finished yet. Glacier! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Glacier! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacier! Incendio!
Ölün lan.
Confringo!
Yes be.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Revelio.
Now.
Incendio.
Round peace.
Accio.
Above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Incendio!
Başka nerede var?
Surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
Revelio.
2, 3. 3 tane var, tamam.
Wasn't expecting that.
Ha, demince niye olmadı lan?
Revelio.
What do you have there?
A journal. Sebastian, I think I found something.
Hopefully it will help
a
us
canvas
unravel more of
piece.
this mystery. Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling.
Alo.
Let's take the canvas back to the triptych.
İyi akşamlar.
Perhaps
Ne
the
yapayım,
answers are there.
oturuyor.
This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
İpka. Tabii canım. Başka çare yok. He? 8'ciyim de şeye yazmışlar. Neydi o? Adliyeye yazmışlar. Öyle yap diyor. Öyle yapacağım zaten.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
He.
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do.
Revelio. And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
Olur, tamam.
Revelio.
I know that coast.
Tamam hallederiz ya. Sen 8'e gel, ben zaten büyük ihtimal adliyeye biraz geç giderim, söylerim.
Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time.
Yok, gerek yok.
We've been a step
Adliyeye
behind
2 kişi
Ranrock.
yazmışlar zaten.
I may know someone who could
Diğer
help us
arkadaş
get
tek
ahead.
gidecek.
Who is that?
Hani direkt oraya geçecek ya. Ben işimi halleder öyle giderim.
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Öyle mi yapmışlar?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop.
Anladım, tamam. Yani Elazığ tercih yapmış gibi olacağız yine. Anladım. Anladım. Aynen, kesinlikle ya. Çift şark yaparsak muazzam olmaz mı? Ya öyle de şimdi ne olacağı da belli değil yine de. İnşallah. Temennim bu yönde. O zaman yarın haberleşelim. Tamam. Olur, tamam. Tamam, ben direkt zaten idare büroya gideceğim. Hiç ilk defa yapacağım için yardım alacağım mutlaka. Hani soracağım yani ne gerekiyor, ne yapmam lazım. Çift şark yapmak istiyorum diyeceğim ya.
Hello there. Hello, our meet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Neyse bakalım, ben de bir soru soruşturayım.
I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Should we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Wingardium Leviosa. Oha. Nerede la göre? Üş be.
I've always said that travel the mind.
Daha mı hızlı gidiyor lan acaba? Herhalde daha hızlı gidiyor gibi.
I should investigate.
Çok iyi değil mi ya? Güneş doğdu. Aşağıda mı lan?
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
İyi bakalım.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see.
Hadi bakalım baba.
Travel is always much more enjoyable with a friend.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
Nasıl gireceğiz lan oraya? Lord'un bizimle birlikte madene girerken görülmesini aramak. Bunun sürekli şimdi madeni aramak mı?
We need to break its line of sight somehow. Confringo! Glacius!
Yes, of course.
Oldu la. Ya oğlum var ya biz bu işi biliyoruz ya.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe
Revelio.
that a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift.
Incendio.
Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio. Revelio.
I've read about mines like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
One less human to worry about.
Armit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these. Revelio.
Ben buraya oynarım ya.
Watch your step round here. Hello?
Accio. Lumos.
I won't rest until dead. What's that?
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Armit. You have my word. Accio.
I'll be quiet.
We're being watched. By the door. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Ama oraya nasıl gireyim ben ya?
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Armit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Hiç çatışmaya girmeden devam.
Revelio.
Oraya nasıl gideceğiz?
I've never seen a sword like it.
Mecbur savaşacağız.
Slippery little squid. I'll find you. Showing off. Expelliarmus. Places. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Incendio.
Nereye gideceğiz biz? Ha şurada.
Go and patrol. I ain't got nothing better to do. Over here. Potato. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. You're weak, human. Confringo. Potato. Impressed? Blaze me. Expelliarmus. I'm better. Expelliarmus. Confringo. I won't rest. Down. Incendio.
Öl be oğlum.
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
Clever.
Incendio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Nasıl çıkacağız lan?
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
Oğlum nasıl çıkacağız ya? Burası geldiğimiz yer. Burası girdiğimiz yer. Dur, şöyle yapsak. Asansörle çıkacağız.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
İyi lan, yakından hemen çıktık ha.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
İnşallah dışarıda pusu yoktur. Oh.
Can we please talk?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday.
Eyvallah.
Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Savaş geliyor. Savaş yakın. Evet arkadaşlar, videoyu burada sonlandırıyorum. Bir sonraki görevimizde görüşmek üzere. Şimdilik kendinize iyi bakın. Videoları beğeniyorsanız da like tuşuna basmayı, yorum yapmayı, lütfen kanalıma abone olmayı unutmayın.